Okay. Did you?
Hey, did you join my meeting? Did you join my fucking
Okay.
Zoom meeting I invited you to that I didn't admit you into?
did-
I have to press a button. I'm here, but I have to press a button to let you in. Hey, let me call you on the phone to tell you to join the meeting that you already joined as soon as I sent the invite. Because I made a fucking quesadilla while you were waiting to start the pod. Because I started a fucking white people quesadilla. Dude, the cheese is cold. I can see the fucking cheese. You have like the shredded fucking cheese. You didn't even fucking put it in the microwave, bro. What the fuck? That's not a quesadilla. That's a fucking cheesy tortilla sandwich, dude. Some shit they'd serve you at a Del Taco with a worker that's high on fucking kratom mixed with LSD, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I ended the micro.
That's something that they would serve you at Del Taco in a state where they don't normally have Del Taco. Like, you went to the fucking Del Taco in Kissimmee, Florida, and they served you straight dog shit, bro. You're like when a fucking like a poor white family has to put their dog down, you know? Like that's their last consolation meal is a fucking shitty tortilla with cold cheese.
I took it out the microwave early so we could start this, and now you're being mad at me.
I was waiting the whole time, so I don't know. You said you were going to make a sandwich, and then you were like, oh, it's not going to take a while. It's just going to be a sandwich. And then you didn't make a sandwich, and then it took a while. And then you had me sitting... This motherfucker had me sitting in the Zoom personal meeting lobby. He had me in a digital lobby with no fucking secretary. He didn't even have a secretary with tits and ass for me to fucking, you know. It wasn't even like a 50-year-old woman with like too much tits, you know, like in a dentist's office or something, right? It wasn't even a gay dude who's funny. He didn't even have a good secretary. He just had me fucking waiting.
There's no secretary. I don't have a secretary.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm grilling you for.
Welcome to the first episode of The Unwatchables.
This is not the first episode. You recorded one
without
me.
Welcome to the second episode. You're never going to get the first one because it's terrible. The audio quality is dog shit.
Fair enough. Yeah,
let's get the mic closer.
Helps. I don't...
So, I guess since Tyler's not available for
the
first or the second episode, I can just sort of rehash the topic of the first since it's never coming out. I'd rather kill myself.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I only watched 5 minutes.
Oh God, yeah, it just kept cutting out. So then let's get to the topic.
It sounded funny.
It sounded funny. Let's get to the main topic of this episode, which was a long time ago. Like I don't forget. I remembered recently listening to a podcast, and they were talking about how abusive the Hollywood system is when you're first coming in. And
hey man, welcome to my podcast. Let me rip the topic from another podcast.
No, it's. Listen, but the point was they were talking about how abusive it is to get into Hollywood, and this is my original spin on it. I was thinking about it, and I thought about it really hard and why they're abusive. And I really came to the conclusion: why aren't they more abusive? Because what they're dealing with all day is theater kids. Yeah, exactly. And if you think about every theater kid you've ever met, they're insufferable.
How could Michael Jackson bring himself to touch that?
Well, he didn't. Okay, don't slander the GOAT.
Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. My fucking age regressor fucking weirdo with billions of dollars is fucking not a Hollywood pedophile. Come on now.
No, it's because he wanted to own his own music, so they made that shit up.
Okay.
Macaulay Culkin said he never did it, and he'll yell and fight with you on interviews.
I don't know. Macaulay Culkin, you can't believe him because you can't. Here's the thing about Macaulay Culkin is if you look at his face, all right, I'm sure he's a good actor, I'm sure, all right, he's probably a nice person, but you can't test him or any of his opinions because if you stare at his face, you're just going to get nervous and uncomfortable because he doesn't have like a super ugly face, but he's got a weird face. You just can't hold him to scrutiny because you can't look at his face.
Crazy. National treasure Macaulay Culkin, dude. He's like the one child star that didn't get on heroin. Or no, he did. He got on heroin.
He was on fucking gay man penis.
Okay. I'm going to go with Michael Jackson didn't do it. That way I can listen to his music guilt-free.
I still listen to his music. I don't feel guilty about his music. That's his problem. It's not my problem.
Back to the casting directors, like, because theater kids are the worst. They're insufferable. They always make up their own brand of whimsical, but they're just kind of copying each other. You know, they're always...
Yeah, well, here's the thing about theater kids, right? Is that whole line where it's like, celebrities and actors are just theater kids who made it, right? That whole line. I mean, that whole line is, I think that's copium that they made up. Because there are a lot of actors, the theater kids made up, because there are a lot of actors who are, like Harrison Ford, he was the fucking set handyman. And they're like, hey, that guy's hot. Let's fucking do a close-up of his balls on aisle. You know what I mean?
So what I think it is...
Like, that's what happened And Schwarzenegger was a bodybuilder. Well,
what happened
right?
with Broadway plays, though, and like all these theater performances that you'd see on like Broadway, you see in major cities, they'd be on like that, you know, that one street with all the fucking neon signs. Is during the 80s and 90s, all those people died of AIDS, like all the talented people.
Oh yeah, or they killed themselves, like Tennessee Williams, who would write the play.
Yeah, Tennessee, exactly. But so what happened was, you got the number one guys, like let's build the pyramid here. The best of the best died of AIDS because they were all getting laid. So then number two became the most popular. Got AIDS and died AIDS.
I feel like there's like an anthropology is humans. What do they call that when people observe animal behavior? I feel like there's like a theory for this, like a gay Hollywood version of like
natural selection.
You know, I guess natural selection, but I mean, have you ever seen that diagram where it's like, I think they call it dating theory or something?
Dating
where it's
theory,
like,
yeah.
You know, 80% of women are having sex with like the top 20% of men. It's like Chad theory or something. It's some bullshit. I don't, it's not completely bullshit, but it doesn't define your life. That's how I view that.
Exactly.
Right? Like it's a little bit true, but like
I think it's
not
true
like
to someone who's
Chad,
incredibly
right?
ugly, that somebody that would even make Macaulay Culkin uncomfortable.
He's not even that ugly. He just has a weird face. Like I feel like if you had to like stare him down, it would affect your ability to interrogate him. I think they should have had him in a courtroom, bruh. It's a miracle they fucking didn't, because if he fucking cracked under the pressure,
I'm gonna lean on MJ
right,
didn't
we
do it.
Known that Michael Jackson's a pedophile.
But I could be wrong.
Oh my god, dude! You're sure you're not like an undercover brother, dude?
What, undercover brother? What do you mean?
I guess I don't know. You're Italian. You could be kind of.
Anyways, yeah, but like I said, all the best people in like acting and theater died of AIDS, including the audience who had good taste. Because back then, that's really what it took to get laid. You didn't have to spend a lot of money. You just had to have good taste and be an interesting person. They also died of AIDS, you know, and the bisexuals spread it to the straight people. So even like the straight people with all the talent died of AIDS.
Yeah.
So what happens was the culture down to like the audience and the people making theater suck, and that's why we have to all pretend Hamilton was amazing, is because everybody that had talent died of AIDS.
I thought it's because a black guy made it. Did a black guy
who cares who made it? It sucks.
I'll say it's cringy.
It's awful.
I'll be honest,
it's
man.
Cringy, but that's the ethos at this point.
I'll tell you what. If I got out of the army and my first civilian job was like a fucking, like, let's say I worked at a fucking Sonic and I didn't have my car yet because they still had to ship it over to me, and my coworker was like, "Yo, I can ride you to work, man, because I got to pass by your house anyway to get to work." And I'm like, "Sweet, man, I'll meet you out." And I get in the car and he's fucking playing Hamilton unironically. I'm going home at the end of the shift and I'm shooting him.
Unironically. He's singing along. He's like, dude, he's telling me about how great
that becomes...
Yeah, that's the person that goes to Hollywood, like this fucking delusional person.
No, even worse. He just doesn't say anything about it.
No.
And you think it's just going to be the one song, you know, like kind of like trying to gauge how nerdy a guy is. And it's like you see on his playlist, he's got an anime opening. No. If he's got one anime opening and he doesn't say anything about it and he doesn't sing along to it, maybe it's hype because some of them are good, right? You just move along, right? It's like watching the second plane hit the tower, right? When that other one hits up on the queue and you're like, oh, he's going for it, and he doesn't even know why I would have a problem with this. Like this is his current environment in his own head. Like he lives in a minefield of treachery and gay thoughts.
Jesus, hold on, let me turn this fucking swamp cooler my brother got off. I don't want to ruin the audio, but oh my god, but what gets into someone's head like that?
You already are ruining the audio, dude. Have you heard yourself try to riff?
Okay,
anyway.
Well, you keep talking over me. That's why the riffing is bad, because you keep going. Hold on, I have 5 points. You're allowed to tell me another fucking 30-minute story that could have been 5 minutes about how Sig Sauer's fucking gun killed somebody. Jesus Christ. It was like 2 hours.
I'm sorry we're fucking keeping tabs. I'm sorry we're keeping fucking tabs.
Okay.
All right?
But the point I was trying to make was when you're a Hollywood casting director and all you deal with is all of these talentless people that think they're whimsical and amazing, how could you not become abusive?
Well, maybe some of the casting directors are that themselves.
But
I don't know.
The biggest question is, what if you were the casting director and you're already going to become abusive because you're just losing your mind around theater kids all day? What would you do to abuse them?
I don't know if that's something I have an answer for. I think.
Brother, I have an answer, and I've had an answer. I thought about it a lot.
I just make them rehearse the same lines and be like, "No, that's not my."
So you just
vision.
Do Whiplash,
you know? Yeah, sure.
I would.
Yeah.
I would say we need to really gauge how talented you are, and I would make them act as Helen Keller.
Oh my god, that reminds me of the fucking skit movie from Tropic Thunder where old boy Simple Jack.
I would take it even further than just making them do Simple Jack. Oh, that's another good one. I'll have them do radio later. But I would have one of them be Helen Keller, because Helen Keller's total bullshit story, and we all know it. So then I'd be like, you need to convince me that Helen Keller was real, and I'd have them act out the scene where the lady's drawing on her hand, and then I'd have another one pour water on him.
Make the water hot.
Make the stupid noise. Oh no! Make the water like really hot. Water.
Make the water really cold. Make the water really cold. I don't think she ever learned how to. First of all, Helen Keller. Every fucking podcast has talked about this, but yeah, that's just bullshit.
No one's talked about it in the context of making people pretend they're Helen Keller to bully them. And radio. Let's do radio too. There's more water.
For a good measure, let's make Helen Keller a black.
I'm gonna do a lot of pouring water on people. I just kind of thought about that. That's a really good way to haze.
Were you not there for like all of the like exposés of like Guantanamo Bay? That's what we did to prisoners.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, because it was to have them pretend to be Helen Keller and have water be pouring on them constantly, and then just kind of humiliate them. And then another guy do radio. And we're still spraying with a hose, but it's the scene in radio where he's like trying to play football by himself. You know?
This is gonna be a throwback, and nobody's gonna know what we're talking about. Do you remember Jackson?
Oh, dude.
He was the platoon leader for second platoon. I
remember him.
Yeah, for like most of it. They used to call him Radio because his face.
Oh no!
And his glasses.
You gotta be kidding me.
We knew this guy in the army who he was this tall, kind of handsome, very hands-on, like straightforward, good guy, black guy. And I think he was like light skinned, and he looked like Radio without the braces and pimples. And
he did look like Cuba Gooding Jr. a lot. So Jesus. They let us play with footballs one day. That must have been worse that day, because they were like, "Here's a football radio."
Yeah. Well, they didn't bully him. I mean, he was like huge.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I just got a bunch of ghetto retards in my platoon. You just got regular retards.
I don't know, man. A lot of the dudes you had were from like parts of Florida I was from, so I always vibed with them.
Well, that was just Wallach. That was the only one. That was from Florida.
No, there was like some Cubans, like what's his name? Dante. That's what they used to fucking call him because they couldn't spell.
Is he the one that was missing the tooth?
I think so. Urdaneta, he sold like $4,000 in contraband.
Jesus Christ, how did he get away with that? He was funny.
And then he got caught with the cash. No, I think he was Cuban, and I think he lived in Miami at one point.
He was Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
The Cuban one.
That wasn't the important bit of what I was saying.
The Cuban one was the guy that wrestled. He's doing MMA now because he tore his.
Oh, are you talking about Sosa?
Yeah.
No, Sosa. I'm pretty sure is Brazilian.
Yeah,
is he Cuban?
We became friends.
You had a Brazilian.
We
you had a Brazilian in your
because when he told me he was Cuban, I asked him if he came to America on a raft because he was talking shit to me. So I was talking shit back. Always talk shit back, but that pissed him
I don't know.
off.
He was strong. I bet he could have built a good raft. I think he could have done it good.
Oh no, he was a really good wrestler. I think the guy in 3rd platoon beat him though because he wrestled in college and he was like, "Oh, I just took him his legs. His legs were undeveloped in wrestling technique."
I
bet that guy was also a wrestler and a lawyer. Like, talk about a fucking
lawyer. Who was a lawyer in 3rd?
He was going to school. He was a practicing lawyer. He quit doing it because he hated it. but he went to college, and in college he did wrestling too.
Are you sure it was? Third platoon. For some reason, I thought because I was in third platoon when I actually went to a unit. So you said third, and I'm like third.
I'll give him like workout advice.
Never mind.
It's crazy. I did all that, and then he got kicked. Because I'll give workout advice to Mason, he won't take it seriously, and I'm like, dude, I got trained by the best in the world.
Okay, they're not the fucking best in the world, dude. They'll fucking grind you down. They'll do repetitive exercises in ways that are fucking injury prone, and then you'll finish your they'll yell at you the whole time for using sick call, and then at the end of your contract, you'll be sitting there with your dick in your hand. You're like, I never went to sick call, and I have my pride to thank for it. And then, wait, who was? Gladys?
I'm not talking about the best in the world.
Okay.
When you get to the big army, I'm talking like one of them was a Navy
I also
SEAL
meant the
before
drill
he was in
sergeants,
the Army, and the other one was a Green Beret. We probably shouldn't be saying their names.
Right. Well,
that's crazy.
I didn't give a rank, and I didn't even say it right. So I mean, I'm not saying, fucking Lieutenant Blooplefuck from 173rd, give me an ass burn regiment, right? Like it doesn't. I'm not trying to make this a military podcast. Anyway.
Well,
not that
I'm not a military man. I failed. So it's not really. It doesn't count.
Okay, all right,
Hey,
all right.
I'll say I failed.
I don't know.
Fuck it.
You didn't miss out on a whole lot. It was a bunch of gay stuff and inhaling like carcinogens.
Sounds about right. Dude, I stopped having super hard, solid poops after I stopped eating MREs, and I was like, "Is there something like I don't know what the hell was up with it?"
There's absolutely a correlation.
No, I know,
with
but
that,
like,
dude.
You could actually. Some people like get they get an abscess because it cuts them because it's so damn hard. It cuts their butthole.
Oh yeah, yep.
You have to get like a surgery where they have to literally cut out a part of your muscle of your sphincter so that you can it can actually heal because it will just keep clenching and reopening and closing the wound. Like tearing it.
Okay.
Not to get into detail.
I get. I think we should move into not to get into detail as I describe an anal abscess from MRE shit.
Abusing theater kids. Then now that we've set up how I would abuse theater kids, if you come up with a better solution, because so far hazing to me is just pouring water on people.
Is there that much difference between the hazing that you're subjected to as a new recruit versus theater kids? Because I mean, it's the same type of like egoist thing from like the from like I've been here, I've done this, I'm this, so I get to destroy you.
When you join the military, the people that are hazing you are actual professional military people, and when you try to get into the Hollywood system, casting directors are just failed actors like they're gonna be.
I don't know. It's kind of LARPy because you can make staff sergeant in 5 or 6 years without a deployment, and then you can be a drill sergeant from there, right? Not to say that you didn't learn on paper how to be a professional, but it's like ultimately it's a slot and a job and a role that needs to be filled, and it's got this idea of being. It's got this idea of being this hard, tough thing, but it's something that you will come across if you stay in long enough. They'll make you do it if you don't get fucking pee-pee slapped for all the times you went on a DUI run and fucking actually got caught, right? Like it's a system held up by a bunch of
I think the biggest
barely functioning alcoholics.
Nobody's really gonna have.
I don't know. A lot of it's like LARP.
Yeah, but it's true. Yeah, but I think the difference is who's being hazed. Like nobody's really gonna care that a theater kid's getting hazed because it's like because once you get into Hollywood, that's a very luxury job. It's like. Oh, boo-hoo, you had a hard time before you became a millionaire? Or boo-hoo, you had a hard time because you wanted to be an actor? Shut up.
Speaking about actors doing fuck shit.
Has to work 9 to 5.
Did you ever see, so Neil Patrick Harris, you know the actor, right?
Yeah, the gay guy.
Okay, yeah, he's gay. You know, when I was like a preteen and somebody told me he was gay, because I would watch How I Met Your Mother. I liked that show. I was like, there's no way he's gay, because I thought he played the part of Barney too good. Is it Barney? I think it's Barney.
It is Barney.
I was like, no, there's no way he's gay. And he's like, he's out there sucking penis. And I'm like, no, he's not gay. And I think when I was even younger than that, I didn't believe that Jim Parsons, who's Sheldon, was gay. And
that was a little more obvious.
I don't know how. Well, yeah, I was also like 8. My gaydar's off the charts now, especially from all that cruising. But, anyway.
Never mind. Moving on. Cruising? You went to a cruise?
No, it's like a term in the gay community for when you're trying to discreetly find out who's gay, so you can have like casual anonymous.
Oh, seriously, it's a good gauge. Fucking flew over my radar.
Well, it flew over your gaydar that you don't have because you didn't.
Well, no, I get it from my grandmother. Had a supernatural kind of gaydar. So I inherited that.
My grandmother had a supernatural kind of gaydar. She had so many gay kids and grandkids.
Fucking asshole.
Never mind.
No, she
never mind
always,
the fact that her
even back then, like my dad was going to a church with my grandmother, and they stopped going because she saw the preacher, and she's like, "Son, we can't come here anymore." Ah, he's like, "What are you talking about?" And so like he's like, "How did?" And then once my grandmother pointed it out to my dad, it was like super obvious because of the way he was moving his hands, the way he was excited to see people and to greet them. And he's like, "Oh fuck, he's gay." They're also Sicilians. I think that's like their default settings out the wound is homophobia. So.
Well, it's so funny because they're basically Greek, but
well, the Greeks weren't actually gay. That was just made up.
That makes you. Okay,
that's crazy. That's the crazy part. She just made that shit up. A lot of the pottery, though.
It should have been hard. It should have been hard to believe because they're so hairy in their asshole. Like it's hard to imagine that two of them looked at each other and were like, "Yeah, let me sandpaper this while we figure out how to do this."
Opening the history books doesn't really help their case because, like, if two men were like really close friends to the point where they treated each other like brothers, rather than saying brothers, they'd say lovers because they loved each other like brothers. And I'm like, that's gay. And they also wrestled naked. So it's like,
okay,
it was kind of like an easy slot in. They're like, of course they're gay. Why would you wrestle naked if you weren't gay?
Oh yeah, fuck. What was I talking about before this? Before we got on the cruise.
How shocking it was that Neil Patrick Harris was gay.
Oh, Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah. So this was about Neil Patrick Harris. So he is a good actor.
Pretended to be straight for something.
But one of his Hollywood, he's probably from California. He probably didn't have to pretend. Anyway,
you'd be surprised.
One of the things that I learned about him recently is he had this Hollywood party. I don't know if it was his birthday party or if it was just celebratory of something or if it was just a party, but he had a custom cake commissioned. I want you to Google.
Pull my phone. Okay. Neil Patrick Harris cake.
Cake photo, just cake photo, yeah, cake photo, and then go right to images, and I'll explain. Oh fuck, you're not gonna find it. God damn it, whatever. Anyway, so he made a cake that was like commissioned to look like the cadaver of Amy Winehouse after she overdosed.
I don't see it.
If you look hard enough on Google, you will find. I found it. Like I found a close up of it where you can see like it looks. You can tell that it's a cake. It's kind of cartoonish, but it's very grotesque. You can find it on TikTok as well.
Oh, I can't see it. Where is it? Holy shit! Is that the cake? No, that's a picture.
Yeah, she's like missing an eye. Oh, that's so funny because okay, never mind. That's fucked up. I was gonna say you couldn't confuse her with a cake because I know, right? You couldn't.
That's Neil Patrick Harris commissioned this cake.
Yeah, he commissioned it and had it at the party. Oh my god, yeah.
It's this cake, right?
I don't. Oh, sorry, I forgot I had you on the video thing. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Why would he do that?
To the ladies and gentlemen of the audience, if you want to Google it, you can. But it's very grotesque and fucked up. I don't know. I think it was. That's such a fucking dumb, like very dumb thing about Hollywood because it's like. Let's go and fucking bully and make fun of Amy Winehouse and all the problems she had with addiction, going in and out of it. And the only reason they really even did that, or that they would have done that, is because she was a public target. She was somebody that they could make fun of because her grievances were out in the air. But you look at fucking Harvey Weinstein, you look at Jeffrey Epstein, who wasn't a celebrity in the same sense, but you look at fucking Donald Trump, you look at all of these people who were associated with crazy shit. You look at there's another person
allegedly,
I'm thinking of.
We don't want to get sued. Bullshit.
Oh sure, yeah. You look at Kevin Spacey. You look at all these people who are in the limelight, and they have all of these problems that just aren't out in the air.
That are worse,
right? Like I'm sure Neil Patrick Harris. I'm sure at some point Neil Patrick Harris dabbled with blow. He's a gay dude in L.A., right? Like. He probably did more than blow. Maybe. Who knows? Right? But they have all these problems, and they only get aired out, or it only becomes something that they get to fucking, like, poke at when it gets aired out. And it's like, yeah, let me make fun of Amy Winehouse after she actually died.
Wait, how far after was this?
I actually don't know. That's something we should look at.
Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck, Neil? Would he just hate her or something? Why would you even do that?
I don't know. I think, yeah. When was Neil Patrick?
He's like the only gay guy in Hollywood that they were trying to blackmail, and he's like, fuck the Lavender wife, I'm just gonna come out as gay.
I don't know. Is that true?
Well, you'd be surprised who's gay. Here, let me text you.
October? Oh, wow. Holy fuck. Oh, okay. Even better. I'm glad I Googled it. It was a Halloween event, right? It was a Halloween-themed event hosted by Neil Patrick Harris and his husband for Halloween 3 months after her death.
What the fuck? You couldn't even wait?
Oh, hold on. Oh, my God. Apparently it was not a cake. It was a meat platter with ribs, chicken sausage, and pulled pork. I think
that's a really bad look after all the shit that's in the Epstein files. Good God. It could actually just be people.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, my God. That was while he was alive, too. That's while Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein were still pretty fucking popular in Hollywood, too. So.
Yeah. Well, it sucks because... It sucks because I'll sit back and I'll look at a movie and I'll watch a movie I hadn't seen in a while and I'll notice that it was a Weinstein production, like before Weinstein got pinched, and I'll be like, damn, this is when movies were still good. No. Like, what the fuck?
Oh God, when they stopped making good movies is when they got them. You're like, well, you don't even make good movies anymore, Harvey. Time to go to prison.
No, I just mean like movies went downhill after he started because he probably filtered the ugly actresses out. Somebody said that before.
That's a joke.
All right, that's not an original Toby thought.
Coming out and being with her huge tits, she has no range. So, or that's what Mason says. I don't know if Mason heard that and just started repeating it.
I don't know. Everybody swoons over that broad, and she's attractive, but she's not like
Scarlett Johansson. I don't know. She's not fucking. In the day.
She's not like. Okay, you know what? Don't sleep on this, all right? This is an opinion. I always bring this up to people, and they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I want to put this out in the air, and I want your opinion, and anybody that's listening too, right? This is an old, not old, she's not that old, but old. In the day, you can really see it in this one movie. So there was this movie. It's a really good movie. I mean, it's kind of corny. It's an 80s or 90s action movie, but it's called Demolition Man. And it's fucking Sylvester Stallone. I was about to call him Rambo. Sylvester's
classic.
Yeah, it's Sylvester Stallone, and he's a cop that's like a loose cannon, and he gets sent to the future not sent to the future, but he gets time capsule frozen as a punishment. And then he goes to the future, and the cops are all fucking wussy pussy. And Sandra Bullock in Demolition Man. Sandra Bullock in Demolition Man, right? That gives you a glimpse into, like, Sandra Bullock she still is a very attractive woman, right? Although how much of that is surgery and how much isn't. Because there is a single plastic surgeon somewhere in Hollywood that people haven't tapped in on yet that's been doing, like, work that has gone undisclosed. Because like Kris Jenner, right? Whoever's doing her work. Anyway, Sandra Bullock in Demolition Man. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, if you Google Sandra Bullock in Demolition Man and you look at her, oh my God.
Her boobs are not as big as Sydney Sweeney's.
It doesn't need to be.
She's really good. She's fine as fuck. That's the lady that Keanu Reeves, he was too shy to ask out.
Oh, dude, she looks like my ex-girlfriend. I just realized that. Anyway, or maybe my ex-girlfriend looks like Sandra Bullock in Demolition Man.
Well, I guess it would be the other way around because Sandra Bullock's older.
Yeah. Anyway, when my ex-girlfriend was in the military, so they got like that same like police like boot, haircut. Uniform aesthetic going on, and the haircut too. Actually, yeah, and it doesn't matter. For sure. Doesn't matter. I don't.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, man.
Were you fully divorced to your wife by the time you started dating her?
No. Well, no. So we had agreed to split up. We had agreed to see other people, but we weren't divorced. That was actually the main reason why it didn't work out. Is because she started growing more attached, and then I mean, I couldn't be public with her and everything because I was still legally married in the military, and if they found out that I was getting ass on the side,
the prenup would be
right.
Annoyed.
It wasn't even about the prenup. I mean, the military can go after.
Oh, so then like they're just like, oh my God, his feet are only broken because he's a crybaby. So they would have just kicked you out with no benefits if they found out.
Maybe so, yeah.
Should we cut this?
You can if you want to. I mean, I it's not like I got injured in the military and my feet are fucked up. I can be out there.
I meant the
anyway,
infidelity.
No, dude. No, it wasn't infidelity because we had agreed that we were going to get divorced and that we were going to see other people, gotcha. Right? That the marriage was over. The marriage was not legally dissolved, but our relationship was over, right? I mean, you can look at that biblically as infidelity, but I'm not fucking, I'm not a preacher, man. I don't give a fuck.
If it didn't work, it didn't work. Then we'll leave it in. But Sandra Bullock is hotter than Sydney Sweeney. Honestly, yeah, because she got. I have a theory.
I think she's that
brunettes are the hottest.
I don't know,
because there are so many more brunettes than there are blondes.
I have a theory that brunettes are the hottest because my mom has dark hair.
Fucking weird. You made it weird. Nope, never mind. I'm going to blondes. You're making it weird. I'm gonna be like everybody else. Because your mom's a brunette. That just means you didn't like what I said. I was kidding, by the way. That's crazy.
I think some of that Freudian stuff is a little fucking stupid, but there can be truth to it when you have
you still have some kind of.
If you have an unhealthy enough relationship with your mother, it can be true. But I don't think that it's like, I don't know. I haven't read enough Freud to make a fucking built up argument around it. But I do think it's not always true. Maybe that's something that he even says. He's like, oh, it's only sometimes. But I don't know. The father of psychology. Because it's like, what the fuck do you? Maybe this isn't funny.
No,
I don't know.
But I do gotta ask a question because Jewish people. Is this book written by a Jewish person?
It's written by Sigmund Freud.
So he is Jewish. I'm surprised meth isn't more popular.
He's a doctor.
I'm just saying he's Jewish. It's a factual statement. I'm surprised meth is not more popular with Jewish people. They love to deconstruct everything.
Yeah,
and that's what you do when you're high.
I don't know.
Meth.
I mean,
you start taking shit apart.
Well, the biggest
in your front yard.
I would say the biggest, like no joke, one of the biggest substance abuse problems in the traditional Jewish community, like Hasidic Jews. I mean, they'll just down vodka like it's fucking candy because there's nothing really telling them they can't drink. Well, that too, right? Yeah, so they'll fucking.
Wait, so why does Islam? Yeah. So like Islam is where they start to say no more alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know. Christianity does that too. Technically,
they just say you can't be shit-faced wasted in Christianity. Like you can't be belligerently drunk, but you can still be drunk. But if you're a drunken fool, you should, like an alcoholic, you can't drink anymore.
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know. I don't. My dad raised me Christian, and I don't pay attention to that shit,
it's
dude.
Basically the way the wording is once you become an alcoholic, then alcohol is a sin.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. But what I was going to say is I think prime cooking time for Jews would be when they're not studying scripture, when it's their day of rest, but they're not allowed to do that on Shabbos. So it's like a conundrum. They can't cook the meth.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They can't light the fire.
You can't light the fire.
They can't light the fire.
That's why they can't do it. It's too much. We can't even do it.
I got home today.
I got
today. I don't have to go anywhere. I'm not allowed to drive. I would love to smoke a roller. I would love to pinch a pipe in my fingers and roll it around a couple of times and light the fire. But I can't. But my loophole is I have an electric lighter.
They always find a loophole. Like Manhattan's covered in this. The entirety of Manhattan, where like the most Jewish people are in New York, is covered in a wire from like light pole to light pole. To get over, because the loophole is you can't do these things unless you're in your home or in a building, like a communal building. So they just turned all of Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if people go and cut that wire.
Well, it's because they. Oh, I don't. I'm sure somebody has inadvertently, and they're not inspecting the wire. They're like, it was there when we put it up last. I don't know.
That's the same reason the Amish don't do stuff with electricity.
Well, there's different sects of Amish that do different things. I mean, they, some of them aren't supposed to interact with the English at all, and some of them do, right? It's just your sect and your location, right? Like the ones that go to craft fairs and sell furniture. Oh, apparently they grow wheat and they sell it at like farmers markets.
That's sick, shit. Dude. Amish people are sick as fuck. They can build a barn in like a weekend.
Yeah, well, they could build a barn in a day. Like, they get everybody together and they just fucking... You ever seen that Family Guy bit?
Don't tell the Mexicans. We're going to certainly have 50 Amish communities in every state. Like, holy shit, a barn in a weekend. God, we could build a civic center in like 2 weeks.
I can only imagine what it would be like going to a farmer's market and buying a jar of flour from like an old like a dude that looks like a fucking like a cartoon wizard, and then it's labeled the stoned age, and you smoke it, and you have to like you get the desire to start like creating antique farming implements.
You just start building everything by hand. You're like, damn it. They probably have way less stress than we do, though.
Well, it's still like a very religious, like inwardly, because there's like a lot of social aspects to like their interactions and how they have to appear. Like I don't know if they have less stress or not. I mean, I think stress is a part of the human condition.
Public knowledge now, but like because they don't want to be inbred, because the gene pool in the Amish communities is so small, they'll have like a brown paper bag, and they'll just get one daughter that becomes the lady that gives birth and then asks God for forgiveness. But you can like show up to an Amish community if they have that brown paper bag with a hole in it on their mailbox, and they'll let you bang an Amish girl and add to the gene pool.
I've heard something to that effect, but I don't know how true it is. And
I'm sure they got plenty of people that are like, I'm religious and I don't want to live in society anymore. Let me join the Amish community.
Where you're like Mormon?
Mormon? I don't think Mormon. I guess that's the only thing you could really convert to if you're Mormon. Nobody else is as friendly.